Well, after starting off with a little bit of sunshine, the clouds have moved in, and we're going to be with the clouds as we go through the remaining of the evening hours. We're going to call it an overcast sky. The good news is we're not picking up any rain yet, but that will change as we go through the overnight hours, and by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll slowly begin to see some rain and even a few thunderstorms moving across the area. But even though we have the clouds, we still got very comfortable today into the mid-70s as we're still hanging on to 73 degrees across most of the delta. We are slowly beginning to see the dew points rise a little bit. That means a little bit more moisture is in the air, and that will help tap in once that frontal boundary gets into us to spark some of those showers and thunderstorms across the region. Winds, though, still very breezy this afternoon at 21 miles an hour coming out of the south. Even a couple gusts near 26 miles an hour still occurring over in the Greenwood area along with Pine Bluff and Tupelo. And we're going to remain with the winds as we go through the evening hours all the way leading up until that front moves through tomorrow morning. Then we'll slowly see the wind subside a little bit by tomorrow afternoon. A huge snowstorm is hitting across the central part of the country and up into the northeast region as well, as there are blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings associated with that. Well, we're going to be on the warm side, and that means we have the potential for some severe weather moving through along this strong cold front that'll be sweeping across our area here in the next 24 hours or so. And so as we go through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow morning, a few stray showers possible during the overnight hours, but the best chance of rain and storms moving in will be around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning as the front is a bit to approach the delta. So you can see the reds and yellows. That's the possibility of some of those thunder and lightning storms, and maybe even a possibility of some damaging winds and hail. By about lunchtime, it's moving through the delta, and I think most of us will begin to see the rain come to an end by about 1 o'clock. The strongest storms will then begin to fire up over to the east, and we could even see a little bit of sunshine as we move into tomorrow evening. Clear skies by tomorrow night, and that'll allow temperatures to fall all the way back down into the lower 40s by the time we wake up Friday morning. But as I mentioned, with the good news for us is that the storms will be moving through during the morning hours, so it's not going to really get into the heating of the day. That's why we're only under a marginal risk for some severe storms as they move through the delta. But once they get to the other side of I-55 and move over into East Mississippi and over into Alabama, that's where they're now looking at like a slight risk for some severe storms and even a good possibility, maybe even some tornadoes firing up over in that areas. But the good news for us is we're just under that marginal risk, and those storms will be firing up during the morning hours. So it's going through tonight. Will remain cloudy through the rest of this evening. During the overnight, that's when we could see some showers and thunderstorms begin to develop. But with the clouds, we're only going to drop to a low of 62 degrees by tomorrow morning. Then we're up to about 64 through the morning hours with those scattered thunderstorms developing between 8 and 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then by the afternoon, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures only warming to about 66 degrees. So it will be a little bit on the cooler side behind that front. Winds now turning out of the west at 10 to 20 with some gusts near 25 miles an hour. Moving into the evening, temperatures begin to drop into the 50s with clearing skies making their way in. Mostly sunny on Friday, still on the cool side, 64 degrees. 73 as we go into Saturday with mostly sunny skies. And for Easter Sunday, we're looking at mostly cloudy, a slight chance of some scattered thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. So that could interrupt some of your holiday plans, but it does look like for the first half of the day, for some of those morning services, will remain on the dry side. Temperatures pleasant in the lower 70s as we go throughout the afternoon hours. We get a couple of dry days to start next week for Monday and Tuesday's temperatures will be into the mid to upper 60s, and then by next Wednesday, we're looking at another round of some rain trying to return. So what we're going to call is it's rain, 2 days of dry weather, rain, 2 days of dry weather, and then another little system as we're getting more into this active pattern that is the springtime weather.
It's called a little bit of a roller coaster.
That it is.
Right now, it's not the weekend, but for now, you might need to pull out the sweater.
That you will.
All right, thank you, Eric.